So I'm gonna do the same thing on the mesial. I can almost see it where it was overextended slightly. So that looks better. Now I'm gonna try it back on the patient, and I'm gonna use my Explorer, or you can take another x-ray too, but I know that this, in my opinion, is going to be a lot better already. Now I'm not getting any catching on that mesial. And then let me check the distal, and that looks good. Perfect. So now we know that's why we take an x-ray pre-op before we cement it. So we want to make sure we have that all set, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cement the crown. I want to show you how I cement crowns. You don't need to put a lot of cement in these crowns. I mean, I'm seeing people use a ton of cement, and that's not really helpful. It just gets all over, it gets on the adjacent teeth. I dry everything off. You know, sometimes I'll use a little bit of sodium hypochlorite in there too to clean that up. And I use a micro brush to put that on and dry it off. Kind of helps clean that cement before you put it on, or the crown before you put the cement on. I'm using Maxim Elite, and it's a dual cure. So you can light cure it, or you can let it just set and it'll cure on its own. Now you can see I don't put very much on. Very minimal. I just kind of paint everything. And sometimes I'll use a little micro brush if I need to, but that's pretty straightforward. I'm not putting much on. I'm gonna dry off the tooth. And then I'm gonna re-cement this in here. And you can see, even with a little bit of cement, how much came out already. So I like to clean all the cement off with a micro brush. I'm gonna have them bite down lightly on this first, on the cotton roll, and then open. And then I'm gonna get everything completely cleaned off so the assistant hardly has to do any work. So I'm getting everything cleaned off, and then I'm gonna use the floss and clean off interproximally. So now I have pretty much 99% of the cement cleaned off. Now I'm gonna have the patient just bite back down on this for 5 minutes. It's 11:10. So 5 minutes, I'm gonna have the assistant come back and clean the cement.